All right, we are taking you outside now here at Meadowview for a little hands-on demonstration. Of course, one of the shows on ABC that we are celebrating is Scandal, huge show. And we have Shawn here from Masterpiece Ice Sculptures in Asheville, who made the trip down to help us do that with a very special ice sculpture. Shawn, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Great to have you guys. So you guys do all different types of ice sculptures, right?
We do, anywhere from a drink luge like we're going to do today to ice trays to giant 3D sculptures.
And so
sorts.
ice is your canvas, obviously.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what you've made for us today. We're doing a drink luge.
Right. So what it is a 3D sculpture that has a tube going through it so that you can pour whatever you want in the top and it'll come out the bottom and into your glass.
It sounds scandalous, doesn't it?
It is scandalous, yes.
All right, let's show everybody the ice sculpture. Now give us a little bit of a detail of what you've done to it already back at the place where you are.
Not really a lot, but the tube is already frozen in.
Okay.
And we just cut the shape in a little tiny bit to give Colin, the carver, something to work off of.
Okay.
You can vaguely see there's a martini glass right here, a little bit of detail in the back just to hold the whole thing together, and he's going to take it from there.
So talk to us a little bit about what it takes to get to this point. I mean, I would imagine dealing with ice, you've got to be, like we said, we wanted to be in some shade here. You got to keep it cold.
Right, if you get too much sun on it, it'll splinter. You don't really have to worry about the cold as much as wind and sun. A block like this will last for 6 or 8 hours at least. And especially on a cold day today, it would sit out here until, probably tomorrow morning.
Okay, so we're going to bring Colin in,
Yep.
and he's got his power tool. So kind of walk us through what he's going to do at this part.
He's going to start chunking out big pieces first.
That is amazing. And he does this all with a chainsaw, obviously.
Most of the work's done with the chainsaw, and then he's got some smaller power tools that he'll do some smoothing and cleaning up with.
Okay.
The big chunks, you start out with a chainsaw and get that stuff out of your way.
Uh-huh. So, and obviously for us, he's doing this wonderful martini glass. Tell me about some of the other things that you guys have been making. I would imagine you do weddings and other special events as well.
We do. We just did a really fun luge a few weeks ago for the Southern Foodways Alliance, and it was a giant beet.
Oh, how fun.
And we actually made, typically our blocks of ice are perfectly clear. We have to circulate the water while we're freezing the blocks so that they come out clear as opposed to cloudy. This beet luge, what we did was we added color to the luge or to the ice, and we made a red beet with green greens on the top, ran a tube down through it, and it was a luge. That was a lot of fun.
I bet that every project is unique. I mean,
Every single one, yes. There's a few things that we do over and over when we're doing ice trays and things like that for catering, but pretty much every design is new and different, makes every day unique.
now, is that a typical chainsaw, or is that a special tool that Colin is using?
It's just a regular chainsaw. It's electric as opposed to gas. You don't want to get gasoline and oil and all that kind of stuff. But it's just a run-of-the-mill electric chainsaw, and some of the specialty bits that he'll be using are just for ice sculpting.
Okay.
But the chain that he's using and the saw that he's using is just for...
And then I see he's got some other power tools over there, and I'm guessing those, Shawn, are used more for the detail work that it takes to do the ice sculpture.
Right.
Very fun. And of course we see the tube coming out, and for us, our purposes, we're going to be putting in a little signature cocktail out the front, and then they'll be able to put their glass down there. And I mean, it's just something that I would imagine is such a crowd pleaser.
Oh yeah, everybody loves them. There's something about pouring it through the ice that people just find fascinating. They love the ice. Everybody wants to touch it. A lot of people think that you can't touch it, but it doesn't do it any harm to rub on it and touch it. It gets very smooth as it melts throughout the course of your evening's event.
That is
it just gets smoother and smoother.
All right, well, we're going to let let you continue to work, and you've got your website up for somebody that may want more information if they want to do something like this for their wedding or special event. And then we're going to check back with you coming up toward the end of the show. Does that sound
great.
good?
Sounds good.
All
We'll
right.
keep working.
Here is the information again. It is Masterpiece Ice Sculptures, and they are located right there out of Asheville. We're going to be back with more live from Meadowview coming up in just a few minutes.